Alright, I'm back, guys. I haven't unhooked the trailer yet. Get ready to do that right now. Detached trailer, recover vehicle. Let me zoom in so y'all can see it better. That's what it looks like in the garage. Okay, storage it. This van here hardly surprised me. This is a Russian van, CAN 04F, and it's a scout vehicle. But that scout vehicle, you might not believe me, but, and it was not modded, it pulled this behemoth out of a 90-degree angle ditch. I mean, it pulled it out. My girlfriend was my ex-girlfriend was driving this with this style of a wrap on, if I can go down to it. This on, she had this wrap on. Somehow she decided to go down in this deep ditch and got stuck. She tried to get out, she almost did, but it was not getting no traction. It was just sitting there slipping. So I had to go in and I was driving my Scout at the time, and I didn't feel like going back to the garage. So I decided to just go on ahead and pull her out with the van. She was sitting there doubting, and I was too. I was like, this is kind of dumb trying to pull her out. Put something a whole lot lighter than her semi. That thing didn't struggle at all. That thing just joinked that thing out of that 90-degree angle ditch. Here's one of the first beginning semis. You didn't have all that fancy stuff I have on it right now. This is what it originally looked like. I can't purchase it in this region. I'm not planning on purchasing it. This is what it looked like. Stock. Just rear-wheel drive. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Standard suspension. And it had this bed. On it. And these tires. That thing was a living nightmare driving through the mud with this setup. It didn't have all-wheel drive that I got for it now. It didn't have any of this other fancy equipment I have on it now. It didn't even have diff lock. Trying to do those first beginner missions with that thing was a nightmare. Don't ever buy this semi. Because there's no roads. This thing's too low on ground. Even if you put the lifted suspension, it still don't lift it as much. It only lifts the rear. Your gas tanks like to drag on the ground if you're hauling a heavy load. This thing is okay. It is crazy if you get these tires set up. Let me show you what tire setup I'm talking about. I mean, I went into some deep mud with this thing, with these tires. Not it. Yeah, these are the newer DLC tires. These tires right here, I went in some crazy deep mud with. No all-wheel drive available on this. No diff locking either. And with a heavy load trailer, this thing actually crawled through that mud. And this is the newer generations of the Kenworth. That's the one I just showed you with all that attachments. My favorite Kenworth. I don't drive it much because there's not much road. Y'all might know this is as Optimus Prime. It is limited on attachments. I do have it. I do have all-wheel drive engaged. I do have the snorkels put on it. But y'all know me, I'm an Autobot fan, so as soon as I seen those muffler stacks, I put it on. I am hoping I add the Fire and Phoenix as the wrap, because that's a really good wrap and it lights up. I hope they add the flames for that semi. Don't buy this cat, especially if you want to try to use four-wheel drive. Hang on, let me see if y'all can get a better look. See how the low that transmission gets? The transfer case? No transfer case. That's the straight on to the rear. Look how much clearance gets lost when you put that on. Hang on, let me see if yeah, sorry. But that transfer case, when I had it on, it was getting caught in tree limbs and everything, and I have broke that transmission so many times because of that. This definitely you should get. It's a really good truck. Really good. This truck's good as well. It's the GMC Brigadier 8000 series. Really good semi. I got it all souped up. International, not international, Field Star F2070A, which I just turned into my tow truck. I use it to recover scouts. International HX520, newest fleet. It comes with diff lock and all-wheel drive, and it does not mess with clearance, if you can already tell. Like, why did Cat do that to their semis? Why they lowered the transmission so low? Why did they put it farther back? We may never know, but that's just Cat for you. Old Western Star, Star 4964, which is my favorite semi to do some heavy hauls. Actually, I do with it. My ultimate recovery vehicle. I use this for recoveries until I can get more upgrades. The Boar, which I use for heavy hauls. Heavy hauls. Heavy hauls. Heavy hauls. Don't use because its transmission's too low and it's so slow in speed. Even though it increases in horsepower and durability, its fuel consumption is out of the world. Drive this, the one I already showed you. Log carrier, which I do have. Can upgrade it. Cat. That thing, you can almost drift it. It does get up in speed. The dump truck, the big old Cat 770C Caterpillar. Dairy Longhorns. This one's a Dairy Longhorn Special, military grade. This one's military grade. I don't know what type of grade that one is, but it ain't no military. This is the Kenworth y'all seen that y'all like, apparently. This is its stock form. Navy Star 5000s MV. Military semi. It does come all-wheel drive, but no diff lock. Pacifics, my favorite class. This one's from 1932. This one was used in World War II as a ammunition carrier and military transporter. Pacific, 1978 to 1976 to 78. This is what NASA used to haul their landing pad and spaceship. This is also a heavy log carrying semi. This is one that has really good center of gravity. Pacific, one of the newest. This